Sera Faery, or just Sera, with fairyhairsparkles.com, and I am hoping to do another tutorial for the fairy hair knot. This is not a slip knot or the hair tinsel knot. It's one hair and one sparkle tied together, so it's just adornment. This works best with the silk sparkles, the really high quality ones, and I'll show you why. But I'm just going to try to make this a little bit more clear and a little shorter than the last one I made. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave comments and stuff below or email me. You can find me, my email address, I'll link all that stuff. So need a little tie to get started. Okay, so I'm going to do hand tying, hook tying, and then hair on a little model here tying. So I'm going to set up a little backdrop for us first, just to try to help keep us in focus. So bear with me here for this part. So for the hand tying version, just 2 fairy hairs for that, and this is just to get a sense for the shape of the knot so that you know what you're doing, like what the aim is. So line up the hair in the sparkle end to end. Pinch with your left thumb and ring finger if you're a righty, like I am. Then pinch with your top 2 fingers. Since we don't have a pixie hook, I'm going to make one here with my hands. So 2 fingers, I'm going to do a twist. So that makes a little X under my thumb and ring finger, and I'm going to pinch that down there. Come back up, reach through that loop, grab the hair in the sparkle again, pull them through. You can let go with your top 2 fingers to do that. Now, keeping the thumb and ring finger pinch really tight, I'm just going to pull, 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 pull until that knot closes. And I sort of have noticed lately that I kind of almost push toward the person's hair at the end to make sure I'm not pulling on their hair as I'm closing that knot. So this is just kind of a extra pinch toward their head. And then once that knot is closed under your fingers, you can let go. I've got a little bit more work to do here, so this knot is a little lumpy. So I'm just going to take the fairy hair. I'm not going to pull their hair. So they're kind of stuck together. Just the fairy hair, and being really careful not to pull on anyone's hair. I'm staying right against their head and just pulling the fairy hair one more time to give a really nice tug there. This is why you want really good quality sparkles, because this knot is like almost undetectable with these sparkles. It's so small, it's just attached to the hair and you can't really feel anything. It's not going to catch on a hairbrush. It's so tiny. You can see that there. That's what we want. So let me show you with the pixie hook. I am using the natural handled hook today. I usually use the teeny tiny itty bitty little one. Oh, hi, sunshine. The teeny tiny itty bitty one when I'm working. They both are they work the same for me. So line up the hair in the sparkle end to end. Thumb and ring finger pinch. Trace down, 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 down until my thumb and ring finger are resting wherever that hair is coming from. Pinch with my top 2 fingers. This is a nice, good pinch here. So this just takes a little practice to get your hand used to that feeling. It's kind of like learning to use chopsticks or something. It's hard at first. I have my little pixie hook here. I'm going to open my latch, and I'm going to turn it open side away from me down on top of the sparkles. And I'm going to do a twist here. So this is a twist toward myself. This is the way that I like to twist. Some people twist the other direction. I think the person I learned from did. Totally fine. Just as long as you twist one direction. You can't twist one way to make the loop and then twist the other way to come back and grab it, because this will undo your cross. So this probably isn't going to knot because I did that, right? No knot. Oh no, why are they still apart? It's because I untwisted my twist. So whichever direction you choose, just keep going that direction. So thumb and ring finger, top two fingers, open my latch, lay it down, and the twist. See how I turn the hook toward me? I'm going to keep going that direction. So now I have a little loop I'm holding on nice and tight with my thumb and ring finger because I've got a lot of built up strength because I've been doing this for 10 years. Super easy for me. Pop that loop off the latch, grab the hair in the sparkle with the hook. Now that loop, you're going to keep tension on there really nicely so that it'll close the latch for you. Yeah. Now you can let go with your top two fingers and pull those through your little loop that you made. Keep that pinch nice and tight. This is where your endurance comes in. And pull, pull, pull until you feel that knot closed. And I'm kind of almost pushing toward the person's head to make sure I don't pull their hair. That knot's pretty darn small, but I still think I could do better. So with the knockoff ones, this is as small a knot as you're going to get, so it's going to be a little more noticeable. So this is what I like about the silky ones. I'm going to grab just the fairy hair, if I can get it. I want the blue only, please. Thank you. And then same on this side. And tug these guys closed, all the way closed. So now I could even, as long as I have a hold of the hair on the other side, pull the hair in there too to make sure it's super, super tight and small. There's my teeny tiny little, almost undetectable knot. That's our fairy hair knot. Okay, so let's try this with the little model here so you can see what it looks like when there's actual hair involved. Grab a blue, ocean blue sparkle. And, oh, I don't know if sun or shade is going to be better. I think I'll create some shade for us. So let's find the hair that we like. Go next to this rainbow one, I think. I want you to be able to see, so yeah. How about this one? And line up the hair and the sparkle together. This is going to be a little hard to see, but there's a hair there with the sparkle. Trace down, 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 till you can't get any further. Top two finger pinch. So this wig is kind of messy, so I just have to be really careful not to catch any other hairs when I do the loop. So I'm gonna grab the hair and the sparkle together, make a tiny little loop. I'm almost like under my thumb and ring finger just to stay out of the other hairs. Pop that loop off my latch, grab the hair and the sparkle, let that loop close my latch, let go with the top two fingers and pull that through. And then keeping that pinch, see how I'm like almost pushing toward her so that I'm not pulling on her hair at all. So this knot, not totally closed yet, right? Like, it might stay, but it might not. So I'm gonna grab the tail of the sparkle only so that I'm not pulling anybody's hair and keeping my fingers kind of resting on her head, so I'm sure that I'm not yanking her hair, right? Like, see there, I just pulled it. Pull, 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 just to make sure that knot's totally closed. Now it's like undetectable. I'm maybe a half an inch away from the scalp there, which I'm totally fine with. That's okay. I'm gonna do that one more time for you and show, because everybody's been asking, a little secret advanced method to getting even closer if you're lucky enough to have hair that will let you. So this really only works with kind of slick hair, kind of strong hair, but you can play with it. If you've gotten pretty advanced and you want to play with, like, this is really comfortable for you and you want to play with getting even closer, I'll show you what I like to try when I have a chance, when it feels comfortable. So top two fingers, open my latch, lay it down, do a little loop, come back, grab the hair in the sparkle, the loop closes my latch, That's more like what my work looks like, because I just like to work under my fingers. Pull, 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 pull. So now, so this is as much as I can get this tight with these fingers without that second pull. But since this knot is still kind of a tiny bit open, if I'm lucky enough to be able to single out the one hair that it's tied to, I can sometimes grab the tail while it's still sort of not all the way closed and pull it down the hair just a little more. I'm just holding her hair in place, right? I'm not pulling on it away from her. Just seeing if I can get that. And so it didn't really slide down too much, but just maybe a tiny bit. So we're still maybe a 1/4 inch away now. Does that make sense? I might have not explained that super well, but that's the idea. Let's see those little sparkles there. So hopefully this is a little bit helpful. I love all of the suggestions and questions and comments, so please leave me those. I love that you're here watching. It's wonderful to me to be able to interact with you, so if you want to reply or email or anything, I would love to hear from you. Any feedback is appreciated, and this is just a teeny tiny little business for me and a teeny tiny little website, and every single interaction and purchase and comment and email means a lot to me, and it's all just me. So thank you so much for watching and for being here and for sharing the sparkle love. Thank you.